That's the vibe of this house. It's a lot. It sounds like a lot, but we're gonna make it work. Hi guys, welcome back to my Can I not do anything around here? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing week and an amazing day. And if you're not, don't worry, Jesus! If you're not having an absolutely amazing day, don't worry, this video is gonna turn it around. As you can see, a lot has changed around me since my last video. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Ava and I bought a house and we are renovating it together. If you haven't watched my last couple of videos, I did an empty house tour. I showed you guys our flooring remodel, so we got new concrete floors in. It has officially been a month and a half of me actually living at this house. Within the last month, I have spent so much time vintage shopping. I go literally every day, just trying to fill this place up with like as much furniture as I can. It has been taking a while since I'm trying to curate everything so perfectly to this style that I'm going for, which we'll talk about in this video. As you can see behind me, the one thing that I have gotten to kind of get done, it's not done yet, it's very far from done, but is my bookshelf. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a whole video actually styling this bookshelf and talking about it with you guys. But yeah, just to kind of explain the background of this video before we get into it, because I know some of you guys are like, whoa, this house was empty in the last YouTube video. For today's video, I thought that it would be just like so fun for us to like bond over like Pinterest photos and just like have me explain to you guys the style that I've been loving recently in interior design and emulating that to you guys, maybe so you guys could get some inspiration for your own homes, or just kind of like see what I like and kind of get into my brain and be like, oh, that's what Ava likes, you know? We have a lot to do with this house. We have a lot of bedrooms to curate. We have a backyard to curate. We got a kitchen to redo, bathrooms. Like we have a lot to go over in this video and it's gonna be really fun because we're just gonna be talking about stuff that we all like to save in the middle of the night when we should be sleeping. All right, let's do it. Okay, so the house that I purchased is in Palm Springs. So Palm Springs is famous for its mid-century modernism architecture and furniture. Back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s, and even way earlier than that, honestly, lots of famous interior designers came to Palm Springs to work with architects and curate these amazing, iconic homes in the history of modernism and mid-century modernism. The house that I bought is not mid-century, and when I was looking for a house in Palm Springs, in my mind was like, I need a mid-century home. I really like had my mind set on that. As soon as I walked into this house and I saw the light, the openness, the like 15 feet tall ceilings, the bones of this house can easily be kind of whatever style you want it to be, which is what I love about it. We have like total flexibility with this house. What I found inspiration in this home that I bought was the windows. The windows were huge. They let in so much light. I want this house to be fun. I want it to be filled with art. I want it to be colorful. I want it to be an explosion of Palm Springs, but all of the classy, just great parts about it that aren't so like tacky. I hope you know what I mean. You know, I'm trying to curate this place like a Pinterest photo. So overall, I would say the style of the home that I'm going for is somewhere between mid-century, Mediterranean coastal, Spanish, French, a little Greek, a little Italian, with like a slight hint of tropical Bali style. Yeah. That's the vibe of this house. It's a lot. It sounds like a lot, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, so we're gonna start with the living room. For the living room, I'm thinking one really cozy couch that everyone can just like cuddle up in, one couch that's more architectural, more exciting, more visually like pleasing, a fluffy carpet that makes everyone feel super cozy, a couple accent chairs that really make a statement, colors like orange and green, browns, some walnut wood, and overall just like an entertainment space that people can just hang out and feel really chill. Also in the living room, we have to have some iconic art pieces, so I'm gonna need some help sourcing some good ones. I want the art in the living room to be fun. It needs to really showcase what the house is about. Something cool, something like Picasso. Yeah, I like it, Picasso. Okay, so now let's talk about the kitchen. Now this could be an entire video in itself, but for the kitchen, my overall plan is just to warm it up. The kitchen right now is very white. It is very like hospital clean white. When I saw the kitchen for the first time, I was like, no, this backsplash absolutely has to go. It's just not the vibe for me. Personally, for me, my style with kitchens is more warm, earthy textures like stone. I love like marble, but honed marble, not shiny marble. I love stainless steel. I love green. I love wood in a kitchen. I'm thinking either if we go on the expensive side and really just like put some really nice stone in, replace all the countertops, replace the backsplash with some like iconic stone. That's gonna get really expensive. If we decided to do something that's like on the cheaper end, I think changing out the hardware, painting the cabinets to something a little bit more warm, or refacing them into wood, and of course, changing the backsplash to something that's just a more earthy tile. And then we keep the countertops white. That would save us thousands of dollars. But either way, the kitchen is definitely gonna get warmed up. All right, next up is the dining room. And for the dining room, as you can see, I'm already kind of like filling this place in. The plan in the dining room is just to make it, again, really cozy, formal, but also a place that you can just like really have a nice dinner. I love to cook and I need my dining space to be really nice because I take hosting very seriously, you know? And my space, especially the spaces that friends are in, it needs to be good, you know? It needs to be like, damn, you gotta show off a little bit, you know? This space is gonna have a 8-person dining table. As for the rug, I picked already this jute rug. It's this like cozy cotton and jute texture and like a white, like off-white color. As for the chairs, I have some chairs currently, but I feel like the chairs could just be way more comfortable and way more like just a place you want to hang out. I'm looking at a couple different dining chairs, but this is kind of the inspo. I love Alicia Keys' dining chairs in her house. Something like that could be really cool. Last but not least, for the dining area, we need a formal chandelier above the table, something fun, something massive. I haven't quite decided what direction I want to go in yet. We could do something black and more contemporary, or we could do something fun and more vintage. I feel like because the bookshelf is like so colorful, I don't know, everything else should be more simple. I could really go overboard with this. So we gotta make some decisions. All right, moving on to the bedrooms, let's do the primary bedroom first. For the primary bedroom, it has amazing light. It has huge tall ceilings. It's got a bookshelf on the top of the ceilings. For the bed in the primary bedroom, I got this amazing soft frame bed. I am obsessed with this bed, guys. It feels so expensive. It feels so cozy. It makes your bed look so much larger. The color I got, I believe, is in Moon, but I will double check. But this bed is just the focal point of the room. As for the rug in this room, I want to do something shag. I just feel like stepping your foot onto a shag rug is so plush. I love the idea of doing a darker rug to play off of the rest of the room being so light. So something that has texture, something fluffy, something like maybe wool. I feel like rugs that are flat, they kind of make me anxious. I don't know, they just don't give me that cozy, homey vibe, you know? As for the rest of the room, I'm keeping it super simple. I think the art should really stand out in this room. I think because the house is very art-based, to walk into the primary bedroom and you're just surrounded by like the best art in the house. I just feel like that's gonna be so cool. So I'm thinking above the bed, I wanna do a massive art piece, a fucked up massive piece. That's gonna get expensive, so we might end up doing a DIY. I wanna do some sort of mid-century light or just something that's like very architectural hanging above the bed. Nothing massive, just something to kind of like make the place just, you know, gotta have a chandelier in the primary bedroom, have to have a light source. And then to kind of break up because the room is like concrete and white walls, I wanna add in some rustic wood elements. Nothing too perfect and like straight edged when it comes to wood. Something a little bit more like burl or maybe something unfinished, just to kind of bring that earthiness into this room. I want this room to be like earthy artist brutalist vibes, if that makes sense. Moving on to bedroom number 2, this is what I call the Regency room. Okay, so this bedroom gets so much nice light. It gets that sunset light, golden hour light. I wanna go dark with this room. A dream of mine is to have a green bedroom that's very like Regency, like glam, but like your rich aunt type of vibes. I'm thinking luxurious drapes, some sort of green on the walls or something just a little bit like darker and just more bold, you know, a statement. For the rug in this room, I'm obsessed with this rug. I believe it is by Diane von Furstenberg. I have to double check, but Jonathan Adler has one for Ruggables, so that's the rug that I'm thinking for this room. That's like my dream rug, but it is so expensive, so we're gonna get a cheaper one. As for art, this room is going to be the most avant-garde like type of art in the house. I want this art to just be like very, I don't know, I'm just gonna call it Regency. I could be misusing that word completely. I wanna bring in some rattan, some wicker to kind of warm this room up. But other than that, this room's gonna be very like stone, textures in the blankets, very like warm and cozy. It's almost gonna feel a little bit like cabiny, some sconces, some suede, some wool, definitely some wood. I hope this makes sense to you. It's very hard to describe what I'm thinking with this room, but it's all gonna make sense. Basically, this room is gonna bring the drama. All right, right, the third bedroom is going to be my mid-century room. Concrete floors, white walls, heavily focused on colorful art. It's gonna have some books in it, some mid-century architecture books. And other than that, it's just gonna be like very simple. I feel like because all the other rooms are gonna have so many elements to them, I want this room to be quintessential Palm Springs mid-century. I'm thinking in this room, this rug will be like a flat wool rug. I love this photo of the headboard spanning the entire wall. The bed being very simple, no accent pillows, and the rug just being like a cozy pink wool. Something like that I just feel like would be really nice for this room, and juxtaposed with the fact that the rest of the house is so heavily decorated. White nightstands, maybe a white bed frame, maybe an upholstered bed frame, huge art pieces, and bring in the color with lights, books, side tables, art, and things like that. And for the last and final bedroom, okay, this one is a toss-up. Basically the plan, I love a good French summer, a good I love a good minestrone summer. I love a good Mediterranean summer, okay? And I just love the Airbnbs I've stayed at in Greece and in France and in Italy. I love that vibe, but I feel like for the whole house, it's a little bit much. I just feel like I'd rather go a little bit more mid-century with the house than like French rustic. But I do want one room in the house to have that vibe. In this room, I'm thinking linen sheets in like a stripe, maybe like a light pink. I just want this room to be very artsy, very laid back, lots of linen, lots of stone, minimal artwork, lots of like magazines, lots of like messy French shit, white linen curtains, like this is the vibe for the last bedroom. This is gonna be the only bedroom in the house that has twin beds. I'm thinking like a rustic bed frame, or even like not a bed frame, you know? Because I feel like in the Mediterranean, France and Italy, if you're staying at like an Airbnb or a hotel, sometimes they'll just like not have a headboard, they'll just have like the bed frame. As for the rug, maybe something that's like a little bit more decorative, something that has a little bit more of a pattern on it, just a little accent chair for someone to set their bag down on, maybe like some water glasses. I love how like that looks. And maybe like a little wood hanging clothing rack. I think something like that could be cool. I also love when bedrooms do like one photo above the bed that's like so tiny, it's almost like comical, like a Jacquemus bag type of vibe. I want it to all make sense and be cohesive, so we'll see. Okay, so we didn't talk about the bathrooms. Now, the bathrooms are something that I feel like is gonna be a project down the road, because when I moved into this house, the bathrooms were freshly redone. Talking about the kitchen, I want the bathrooms to also be very warm and just like lots of natural earthy textures and moments. I have some like dream ideas for the bathroom. We'll see if they actually end up happening. I feel like these ideas are just gonna be purely inspo, and we're gonna land on something a little bit more DIY. But for the bathroom, I love stone, I love micro cement, I love wood, I love black hardware, repaint the cabinets, change the hardware, and maybe even like reface the cabinet doors to something a little bit more modern. I think wood in the bathroom could be really nice with a stone countertop and then stone going all the way up the back wall. That would be epic. So there's a couple different things we could do in the bathroom. We could either do tiny tile that goes up the entire walls. We could do micro cement, or we could do stone. Stone's gonna be the most expensive, but it's gonna look really nice. For the primary bathroom though, I do wanna say I am obsessed with this massive window we have in the shower. Personally for me, like anytime I get to stay in a villa or an Airbnb or a hotel that has a clear glass wall in the bathroom directly leading to a view outside, of the mountains, of the pool, it is so sexy to me when bathrooms have that. And it's like a dream of mine to have that in my own bathroom. Oh, it's gonna be so expensive and luxurious looking. All right, last but not least, the backyard is going to be the focal point of the entire house. I really want it to be French Mediterranean summer inspired. I just feel like that is the most classy, luxurious way to have a vacation. I love like white iron sets with decorative patterns on them and like really cool European inspired cushions. Lots of landscaping. I love when backyards just feel like a total fucking jungle. Planters, ficus hedges, trees, flowers. As for the furniture in the backyard, I'm thinking of going with some sort of a dark wood across everything. Lots of cushions, lots of seating, lots of wood, teak, stone like travertine, and then just add color into the backyard with cool, comfortable cushions. I want to add drapes to the pergola that just flow beautifully in the breeze. So something that's a little bit off-white, maybe like a linen type of thing. Also with the backyard, some fun things that I want to add: breeze block wall, an outdoor shower, and possibly an outdoor bathtub. The outdoor shower, I'm thinking stone and wood wood, something along this line. I just feel like that's gonna be super like Bali inspired and beautiful. I love how this house has these circular patterns in their landscaping, so adding some sort of DIY to get that look without spending literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, but adding circles into the backyard is something that I'm super interested in. So overall, the backyard is gonna be super relaxed, very European vibes, with a hint of Bali in there with the stones and the woods, mostly very Mediterranean coastal Europe. This whole place just needs to be like a photo shoot zone, a mecca for photos. I love this checkered tile. I want to add it somewhere in the house, but I just don't know where. All right, so that is all of the design plans and the inspo photos for Frame's house. I just wanted to make this video because while I'm searching for furniture and while I'm searching for colors and textures and everything that goes into this house, it's really good to have a foundation of what you are trying to accomplish. I like to create separate mood boards for every single bedroom. So I'll make something like this. It looks really messy, but this is my furniture inspo board. It helps me really stay organized. So I hope you guys notice, I am hyped up on this fucking coffee. This is a cold brew and it's hitting me straight in the eye sockets. And I need to stop drinking it, but like, I can't. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you guys next week for another Frames House home design video. Bye.